Warning, this episode contains adult language, mature situations, tons of awkward moments, an objectified, abused main character, tons of sadist female characters, ecchi images, and reason why this manga should be wrapped in plastic. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Listener discretion is advised. Episode 483, Welcome to Succubus High. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Spiraken Manga Reviews, some podcasts and reviews about connectly enhanced narratives. I'm your host Zan, saying konnichiwa, aloha, buongiorno, and what's up? Hope all of you are doing well out there in internet land. Hope you're excited for another fun-filled episode of this wonderful podcast. And I hope all of you are doing well. I've been doing pretty good, taking care of a lot of stuff, trying to get my body recuperated from Otakon weekend. It's been kind of crazy with everything going on. My body's still kind of jittery and weird. My joints are hurting a bit, but it's that kind of good hurt. I have a little bit of con funk, but nothing too crazy. But if you're joining us for the first time, welcome. Spiraken is some podcast advancing reviews about connectly enhanced narratives, a nerdy podcast where every episode we talk about various geeky topics depending on the show you're listening to. Since this is the manga review, we obviously are talking about manga. I tell you the art style is, the overarching plot, the characters, the design quality, and most importantly, if it's worth investing your time in or not. You don't have to agree with anything that I and my co-hosts say, but we try to be educational, enlightening, exciting, and most importantly, entertaining. You can check out any of our earlier episodes at www.spiraken.com. That's SPIRAKEN.com. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, Stitcher, Tumblr, and various other social media sites. We also have a TikTok, but I haven't really done much with that. If anyone knows how to work a TikTok, please email me, zan@spiraken.com. Let me know how that is. And if you have any questions, you can email me, zan@spiraken.com, or you can tweet me at Spiraken. If you saw me at Otakon, tag me on Instagram or like my tweets that I put out. And if you enjoy what you hear, you could either leave us a review and rating on iTunes, or you could support our Patreon to help us create more fun content for you to enjoy and get tons of great content specifically for Patreon members. And so with that in mind, let's actually get to the train wreck of a manga that we're talking about this week. Because if you remember from that last episode, I spun that one, that only, the Wheel of Manga. And it dictated unto me that I'd be reviewing a manga that was written by Knuckle Curve. I've never heard of this guy before, and I hope I never hear from them again. This manga was published by Takashoba and released over here by Seven Seas Entertainment, but not under the Seven Seas Entertainment line. It's being released under their Ghost Ship line. Now, for those of you who are unaware, Ghost Ship is their more mature line for specifically a more male audience. This is obviously a seinen series that is more, let's be honest, it's more ecchi. It came out 2018. It's still coming out. There are 4 volumes, and it is an fantasy ecchi harem school life manga that is known in Japanese as Sucubus Gakuin's Dog, or Welcome to Succubus High. How to explain this manga? Well, it's about a character named Inobu Ken. He's average in his grades, he's average in appearance, and he's average in everything in life. However, due to a certain reason, he has been chosen as the ambassador for an all-girls school that is supposed to be special because he is going to be there to teach all these girls what there is to know about the opposite sex. Because it turns out that all the girls in this school are succubuses. Now, for those who are unaware, succubuses are female demons that draw on pleasure and, well, sexual energy, and he's going to be their guide to what makes guys tick. Unfortunately, all the girls in this school are all horrible, horrible human beings. They're abusive, they're manipulative, and they treat people truly horribly. This is a manga that is specifically for anyone who likes seeing guys downtrodden and beaten and treated like dogs. I have no idea who this is for. I know there's probably a demographic for it, but honestly, that's what the manga is about. I don't remember any of the girls' names. I don't remember any of the stuff. The whole thing is they just treat this guy like shit, and it just gets worse. Now, obviously this is for specific people since it is Ghost Ship manga. This is something that you don't want to go to hentai. You're going to stay in that kind of borderline ecchi level. You don't want to go too far. You're just kind of dipping your toe in, and that's what this is. There's no intercourse or anything like that. It's just more like horrible treating guys like shit. I think that Knuckle Curve obviously has a vendetta against people because I don't know, honestly, who he's writing this for. I think this is just someone who wants to hurt people or, they like being sadist. Or sadistic, rather. The main character is made to be a not masochist who they treat like a masochist. They think he's a masochist, but honestly, yeah, the plot in this is garbage. The storyline is, you're better off reading one about, hey, a pizza guy has shown up to fix the cable and something happens. It's that level of plot, so it's garbage to read for that purposes. Now, is the art okay? It's generic. Not great, not bad, just Overall, I'm not even going to go any further into this. This is a big, steaming pile of shit. This is a take it to a priest, purify it, burn it, and piss on the ashes. There is no reason why anyone should read this. There is better stuff out there. There is tons of stuff out there. Even if you're looking for something a little more erotic, there are better stuff out there. This is, I don't want to go to that level, but I want to read shit. Here's where you are. That's all I'm going to say about this. I think that this was a waste of my time. And honestly, anyone who's bought this, you should feel ashamed of yourself. That's all I'm going to say about this manga. Anyway, let's get into the manga releases for the week, and these are for August 2nd, 2022. We have 17 titles that were released this week, and I've got to say I was excited for a bunch of them. First off, we have Bleach's 20th Anniversary Edition, Volume 1 being released. We have Devil Ecstasy Volume 2. We have Dragon Ball Super Volume 16 coming out. We have Arena, the Vampire Cosmonaut, the light novel Volume 1 finally being released. The anime came out 5 years ago, and a lot of people enjoyed it. We'd never had a manga for it, but we're getting the light novel, so this is one I'm excited to check out and read. For those of you who are a fan of an older manga we reviewed a couple of weeks ago, Island in a Puddle Volume 3 is being released. So yeah, we're going to find out what's happening with the kids and if this guy is going to end up taking over their lives or kill them. I've been having a blast reading it since our review, and I'm maintaining that title is still a really, really cool read it now. It's an amazing story, and I can't wait to see how Volume 3 goes. Anyway, next we have Kaguya-sama Love is War Volume 23 coming out. We have Kimono Jihen Volume 1. We have Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid Volume 12. One Piece Volume 100 has been released. Yes, the 100th volume and 1000th chapter of One Piece, which is the manga that is probably going to keep going on forever. Yes, what's going on with Luffy and his gang? Well, you got to read it to find out. There's Sailor Moon Volume 3. This is the Naoko Takeuchi collection, which is the Omnibuy, and it's a beautiful edition, I've got to admit. It's really artistic, and it's a little better than that Crystal Guardian edition. It's smaller and more standard tankobon size, but I still gotta say it's nice. Anyway, we have Seaside Stranger Volume 4, Harakazu no a Stranger. Shikimori's Not Just a Cutie Volume 10. The anime has been released for this series. I have not read nor watched it, but I've heard it's very bipolar. Snow White with the Red Hair Volume 20 has been released. Yes, for those of you who are fans of Snow White and everything going on with that story, we have 20 volumes out. Survival in Another World with My Mistress, the manga Volume 2 has been released. The King's Beast Volume 7 has been released. Welcome Back Alice Volume 3. And then finally, the last one is a manga that I reviewed several years ago, and I've got to admit right now, I really want to go back and reread this. Why do I want to reread this? Because it's a new edition, it's a new design, and this manga was very melancholy and kind of beautiful in a weird sort of way. And the manga I'm talking about is Yokohama Kadaishi Kiko, which I reviewed all the way back in episode 258 of this podcast. That was over 230 episodes ago. Holy crap, it's been a while. But I am going to probably re-review this one because I'm excited to see how this deluxe edition looks. I gotta see if I can get a hold of it first, though. And that is all of the mangas that have been released this week. Which are the ones you're most excited about? Like I said, I'm excited for Yokohama Kadaishi Day, Snow White with the Red Hair, Sailor Moon 3, Kimono Jihen Volume 1, Kaguya-sama Volume 23, and Island in a Puddle Volume 3, and Arena the Vampire Cosmonaut. All those I'm excited for. What about you? What are you interested in? Let me know. Email me, zanspiraken.com. And this is a quicker episode, so I usually wait a bit to say this, but I want to thank all of you for listening. I appreciate each and every one of you who has been keeping up with this podcast since episode 1 or has been sticking around for a while. I appreciate all of you, and I think all of you are great, amazing, and awesome listeners. And I love giving reviews, and every message I get from you just gives me more motivation to keep doing this podcast as long as I can. And I'm going to keep going until I'm an old man who has to read manga with thick glasses and a magnifying glass. So don't worry, I'm not going anywhere yet. And speaking of which, episode 500 is encroaching upon us. So if you have any ideas on what special thing I should do for episode 500, email me, zan@spiraken.com, or tweet me at Spiraken with your thoughts. So, now that all that's out of the way, let's actually get to the part that most of you have been waiting for and most of you are enjoying. What am I talking about? I'm talking about that one, that only, the Wheel of Manga! Yes, friends, the Wheel of Manga, except no substitute. Now, what is the Wheel of Manga? The Wheel of Manga is a Wheel of Fortune with 10 slots on it. And what I've done is I've assigned a manga title to each of the 10 slots. So what we're going to do is spin the Wheel of Manga. Whatever number it lands on, the manga that's in that spot is the one I'm going to review in the next episode of the Spiraken Manga Review, episode 484. That is 16 away from episode 500. And we've got some great titles on here. Yes, we have another Ghost Ship title on here, and I'm hoping to anything I don't get that one, but let's see what we're going to see, shall we? Number 10. So in the next episode, I'm going to be reviewing a manga called Topu GP. What is Topu GP about? I'm not sure, but actually let me look it up quick. What is this manga about? It is about racing. So, could be good, could be bad. I'm not sure, but we're going to find out. So, that's going to be coming out in the next episode. That's going to be next week on the... What is it? That is going to be the 10th of August. Now, usually I would be doing every other week, but I still am recuperating from the con, and I'm still feeling kind of crappy, and I have to do some stuff. But after next week, we'll be back to our schedule of 2 manga reviews a week, so stay tuned for that. However, this is not the only podcast we're going to be getting. You're also going to be getting my review of Sandman, because that comes out on Friday, and we're going to talk about that. I'm doing a spoiler review and a Zan's Extraordinary Superhero Examination podcast on that. But anyway, just check out the feed and stay tuned for that. And as usual, I'm your host, Zan. I'm Gonzville. I'll catch you guys next time, and keep reading manga. Except for the one I reviewed this week. But keep reading manga, and I'll see you later. Bye.